Hey, what's up? It's Zach, and this is your weekly video devotion. This week, I want to talk about our priorities, and where I want to start is in Matthew chapter 6, verse 33, which says, Seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all of these things will be added unto you." And when he says all of these things, he means provision, physical provision, clothing, treasure even. You'll be taken care of, is what he's trying to say, if you seek the kingdom of God first. And what this is talking about primarily to me is that, what is your priority? If your priority is on things that are peripheral to a Christian life, like money, like clothing, like treasures, these material things, if you're focused on that, then obviously your priority can't be on the kingdom of God. Earlier in this chapter, he talks about how a man can't serve two masters. He will learn to love one and despise the other. You can't love this material world. You can't love money. You can't love a specific job, clothing. You can't love these material things and love the Lord the way that you're supposed to love the Lord. It doesn't mean that you don't need to appreciate those things or be responsible with those things, but it simply means that those things can't dictate your mood. They can't dictate your life. The desire for money can't dictate your life. Also in this chapter, he talks about the birds of the air and the flowers of the field. The birds are, he points out the birds and says, how, birds are taken care of. They have food to eat. God provides for them. And then he points out the flowers of the field. He says, look how beautiful the flowers are. Look how they're clothed. They're clothed in beauty, more beauty than anyone has ever known, and they're just flowers. And he says, how much more so is God willing to take care of you, someone who he loves, who he created after his own image. And he says, have faith in God, have faith in your Creator, have faith in the person who made you to take care of you the way that he takes care of everything else. And this goes back to our priorities. If you have faith in what God says he's going to do, if you have faith in what God can do, then you shouldn't be having these anxieties, these fears, these burdens, which cause so much stress in our lives. And what we need to focus on and what we need to do is set aside those things that burden us and focus on the kingdom of God, putting that in our lives, and see what happens. Our anxiety will melt away. Our burdens will melt away. These things that we worry about on a day-to-day basis will melt away. And I think that's really important for us to remember in this day and age, especially in America. We live in a blessed and a place of abundance, and it's real easy to get distracted by all these material things that simply just don't matter when you compare them to the significance of Jesus Christ's love for us and what he did for us, and our call in our lives to share that love in our communities, in our homes, in our families, and at work. So what I want us to do is set aside the desire for treasure here on this earth and focus on storing up treasures in heaven. And just find a way to love people. Find a way to focus on loving others. Find a way to focus on being a good father, being a good brother, sister, mother. Find a way to be a good friend. Do these things. These things matter. These things are important. Not money, not a big house, not cool clothes, not great food, not even being fed is as important as living a life of righteousness. And that's part of what the kingdom of God's all about. Living a life of righteousness no matter the circumstances or situations that you're placed in. And the beautiful thing about putting God first and putting the kingdom of God first is that you'll find yourself free of burden even whenever you should be burdened. God's love and God's grace is beautiful, and he gives us such great and amazing peace and comfort whenever we need it. So take this with you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned from it. Like and share this. Thank you for your continued support, and God bless. See you later.
You're in the... Hey! Bloopers.
No problem.